The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UCF Knights, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UCF Knights offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw again. The short hands. It's Orlando. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball comes to rest right there. So Sam Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Gonna run it. It's Spears. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The run from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes him talk to the hand. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Okay, ready? The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, and making something happen.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it on the counter. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Grab near the marker. It's Wall. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
But to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
Sam Houston, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The play action fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Red pass is complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orlando. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchup.
There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a... play on this third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The inside handoff.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Frederick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pulls and fires complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Got it. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Bearcats are in the red zone. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by the defense.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Caught behind the line. It's Spears. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hope. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. To the air on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired in there, but incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a crease. It's Wall. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Here's a heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Rides the back and leaves it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
On the ground, it's Spears. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the game.